Hey guys, welcome back to Cupola Reviews. What we're looking at is MakeToys, their Remaster series, RM01 Cupola, their homage to Chrome Dome. This is masterpiece scaled. It comes in at about 9¼ inches tall with the head attached. In alt mode, it's exactly 8 inches from front to back. So you've got the measurements right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at what comes in the box. Of course, the body, Chrome Dome, or Cupola, as well as two blasters, G1 homage style blasters. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Headmaster first. And in the corner here, right here, you're going to see the TF Source logo. So if you like what you see here, go ahead, order yours. Links in the description. Taking a look at this, give it the roundabout view. You can see while it's in robot mode, the eyes are hidden. Pretty cool. It does that during the transformation. I'll show you guys when we transform it back. In terms of posability, non-posable head, elbow joints, thighs on ball joints, and of course the knees. Alright, so not really too crazy much to them. We'll go ahead and get this guy transformed. You tab in the legs here, bend it up, and there are actually tabs right here. They go into the shoulders. Pretty cool. Make sure it's locked in place. Pretty simple transformation. And while you're doing that, the head goes up. So we'll do it from the reverse side. See if we can't get this to emulate. But when the legs go down, this goes up, and when you bring it back in, it goes back in. So let's get this guy transformed back. Those tabbed in. There's a close-up of the head. Looks really good. Love the eye coloring. I'm getting the head back in. One thing that's cool, it does come with tech specs. They are tampoed on, so they don't, when you put in the head, they don't go up and down like the original G1 toys, but still a cool throwback regardless. While we got the head on, we can start going on to posability here. Full 360-degree swivel here. It does have front and back tilt. There's only one tilt though, it only goes one way. So you have to position the head either frontwards or backwards if you want upwards tilt, or reverse it if you want downward tilt. Alright, so you have the best of both. It'd be cool if it had like a rocker or something like that, but I don't really know if it'd be able to go up and down like that. I don't know. I'm not an engineer, just a fan. The arms, they're on ball joints, but they also have that extended rotator, a lot like Quantron, yeah. So that was implemented on that combiner. Alright, bicep swivel, 90 degrees for the elbow band, wrist swivel. For the transformation, there is a bit of up and down here. Don't really know what you'd use that for. Ha ha ha. Waist swivel. Alright, the thighs do go in and out, but they're limited because of the tires here, so you don't really get a lot of play there. Alright, you hear that? They're on a ratchet. Also on a ratchet is the thigh swivel. Not really the biggest fan of that for posing and stuff, especially for pictures. I like that freedom of being able to set things exactly where you want. The ratchets are fairly tight and close together though, so it's not too bad, but still would prefer them not being there at all. Alright, so I've had problems with these from the jump. Nothing that a little bit of polish can't fix, but the little, I guess, front foot guards there, they've been popping off for me. Just so you know, they'll likely pop off during the transformation too. But knees, ratchet, 90 degrees, and good amount of ankle tilt there too. So that's pretty cool. Overall, fairly posable figure. The way the guns go in, they're currently have the shorter handles for the alt mode, but when you put in the longer handles, the fingers do go out. All four of the main fingers outside of the thumb are on the same pin, so they all move together. And there are my dogs not sleeping. So there's that. Those are with the guns attached. Let's see if we can get them into a okay pose. Not trying to break the mold here. We'll do that for the Pictorial, which you can view on tfsource.com/blog. And there we go. Let's get this guy transformed. Alright, everything's ready to go ahead and get this guy transformed. The guns are out of the hands, the head's disconnected, and you've got him standing right there. The only thing that I would say to make sure before you start transforming, make sure that the thighs, inwards wise, they're ratcheted into the most straight up and down position. So, other than that, you're pretty good to go. However, alright, we got the head off. First thing we're going to do, turn it to its backside. These two panels right here, they come out. These two halves of the panels flip up. Okay? And just fair warning, during this transformation, things get really extended, so parts of it may go off camera. I'll try to catch it through the LCD. If I don't, I apologize, but I'll try to look every so often. I do have to concentrate on getting this guy transformed, though. So I did the first half without explaining. These feet flip back. There's a tab right there. Just guides you into place. You can't miss it. This tab, the back area. I like how the other one goes in so smooth. There we go. Now, these two pieces I said in the first part, they do tend to pop out on me. A bit loose, need to polish them, but they are what they are right now. So they might fall off during this transformation. If so, not too bad. I can go ahead and put them back on. They're pretty much the last part of the transformation anyway. But you see, I just put the legs together. That's why you need to make sure they're at the frontmost part. Make sure that's ratcheted straight. Clip in right here, peg in right there. Alright. So from there, put these legs up, flip these wheels forward. Okay, and that's it for wheel transformation right there. With these hands, or with the shoulders, flip them up. These die cast pieces right here, just make sure they're upwards. Put the arms back straight. And see what I mean? He's really starting to get long here, so that's that. From there, two panels on the side. Flip them downwards, each of them, right there. His crotch plate flips down. This also flips down. That's what it's looking like from the side. Canopy here flips up. These two panels, one already kind of fell down. There you go. Just so you know, when you're transforming these back, these two holes here, when they flip up, you can peg them in. So they'll keep all of this in place from rotating and stuff like that. Pegs in really tight. Alright, so those two are flipped down. On the inside here, there are two pieces on the sides. Get some more to the center. These kind of go a roundabout way of going down. Roundabout and down. There you go. From there, this whole thing, it extends outwards. So there's a little piece under here. It goes like kind of under and over, but it all extends out. When you have it in hand, it's pretty easy to figure out. From there, this top part, 180. Alright, and this is where it gets kind of hard. I told you this gets really long. These two panels that we flipped down earlier, they tab into this gray piece here. Alright, so this is what you have from a side view right now. Give my arms a quick rest here. Alright. Right here and right here, we just push the arms in. These, we're actually supposed to be doing this from the other side, but you want the palms up. There you go. I believe this is later in the instructions, but we'll go ahead and rotate those up now. Now we're actually going to the back half of the instructions, so you should know where you're at by this point. These also go down. These are going to be the seats. These top parts of the shoulders here. Remember the TF Source logo is down there, so I want to get that out of the way. And alright, from there we can go back to this side. All of this is going to flip over. So we're going to flip these two pieces over. These two pieces. We're rotating the shoulders in. So you got that. Alright. Rotate it in. These are flipped up. And all of this front part, I'll show you where I'm rotating it in a second. Get this out of the way. Okay. These two panels here, are what's giving me grief. Flip those back in for a second. And then from there, all of this just rotates down. Alright, and these two arms, make sure the wrists are rotated in, so all of this can flip in. Alright. It's a bit hard to really do in the sense of making sure you have it straight in front of the camera, but just press and make sure you get it all lined down and straight. And by the time you're all done pegging everything in, it'll straighten itself out. It's pretty cool how it all works. So make sure those are all the way down in there. This is still clipped. This is still tabbed. Yeah, it's a party. So, alright, from there, we're just checking to make sure everything's straight. And I'll show you what I mean by lining everything up as we go along. Alright, so these two pieces on the side, they tab into the sides there. They also tab under here. It's hard for me to see off camera where they tab exactly, so I might have to take it off for a second, take it off camera, but alright. And I did do the first half off the camera so I can get a better idea of where that tab's at. On this side, tab it in, and then it should be a little bit more natural. Yeah, it pegs right in. So there's that. From there, on the hood, it expands out on each side. Make sure those are rotated down. And this comes down. This comes down, and there are two tabs on the front here that this tabs into. Everything's really good on this about pegging into place. But they're pretty exact, so gotta work on finding that. This crotch plate goes up and around. These two pieces here, oops, get these back, go around and back. And then there are two tabs on here that you tab into those two other tabs. It's really easy to see when you have it in hand. So get that back forward. Bring that around. And there you go. That's the front half. Now, you can see, like I said, I didn't even notice, but these two fell off. We'll get these flipped down. And from the bottom, the way they're supposed to go, you're supposed to be able to rotate them on that ball joint, but then there are pegs that peg into the top of the hand. Get those back on the ball joint, back on there. Close the canopy. Get this guy transformed back into his Headmaster mode. And there we go. There it is, transformed. Alright, now we've gotten everything transformed all into his alt mode and stuff like that. It's looking good. Everything's tabbed in nicely. What we're going to do first thing is go ahead and get the Headmaster Solaron, whatever he is, whatever he's called, from MakeToys, into the seat here. So let's actually go ahead and get the camera raised, as well as point it down, so you guys can see how this works. Alright. We've got him in good old fetal position. Just make sure that his elbows are on top of the knees there, and you're perfect. And then he sits right in. Okay. Give you guys a peek at the canopy there. See if we can't zoom in some. It actually has a steering wheel on this side, which is pretty cool, and there's a passenger seat as well. So if he needs to give rides, he's ready to chauffeur. Then that just flips down. The canopy does. Okay. Really nice throwback to the G1 toy. Really, really nice. It looks fantastic. So, I mean, the aesthetic is one of those things where you either like it or you don't, but they knocked it out of the park in terms of accuracy. Now, getting this back so it can hold the weapons, you can see here it has long handles, flips for 2 short handles. That's 1. That's 2. There you go. There you have it with the guns. Let's get that light out of the way a bit. Colors are great. Nice robot mode, nice alt mode. Just so you can get an idea of size here. Front to back, it's about 8 inches long. It's definitely good. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I like the rubber tires. I like the aesthetic. It's just well done. So this is MakeToys' Remaster Series. Their first release in this, Cupola, which is of course their homage to Chrome Dome. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and of course buy yours, tfsource.com. Check the description for an actual link right to the product. And let me know what you guys think on the review as well at tfsource.com/blog. See